Hey guys, it's me again. So, I told you I'd do another book review here soon, and I did. I finished this book. It's called Born of Night. It's by Sherrilyn Kenyon. This is actually the third time I've read this book. I love it that much. Sherrilyn Kenyon, told you this before. I love this woman to death. There's nothing she has written that I have personally hated. She makes me the happiest person ever when I read her books. Because she'll make me cry when I read her books, and that's just, it's always good when you can get an emotional reaction out of them. So, this book, the two main characters are called Kenyon and Kiara. They live in the Icodon universe. And Kenyon's an assassin who's lived his entire life screwed up. Nobody really loves him. Nobody's ever treated him with respect. No one treats him like he's anything other than dirt. And he saves Kiara from a group of bandits in the first beginning of the book. Then returns her to her planet. She's actually a princess. So, life goes on and life continues, and then Kenyon's like, screw it. Let's take the contract out to protect her life. So he goes and protects her, and he takes her to her house because her house is no longer safe. Her dad has a heart attack about it. They fall in love. They get married. He gets her pregnant, but doesn't know he got her pregnant. And he takes her home and basically gives her up. Commits suicide in the process, by the way. Suicide. And lets her believe that he is dead. Doesn't go over very well with Kiara when she finds out that he's alive. So, now we're about a month into the pregnancy, and she gets in trouble again, and Kenyon comes around and is like, fuck it, I gotta save her again. So, he saves her again. And then, now she's living with him again, which, sorry, I was trying to make my hair cute and it didn't work. So, Kiara's now living with him again, and he is like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, and she's like, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. And then we find out that Kenyon's a long-lost prince. That was an interesting twist. And he falls for Kiara all over again when she never stopped loving her. And he finds out she's pregnant, and he has a heart attack. Then she's kidnapped by his adopted brother, and she's almost raped. But then he kills him and actually does try to commit suicide. And he survives, and Kiara is like, if you ever leave my side again, I will kill you. Herself. And he accepts the throne because he's the long-lost prince. And that's my brief synopsis of it. I mean, really, there's a lot that goes on, and if I had to tell you everything that went on, it'd be like 3 hours long video. I don't think YouTube's gonna let me upload a 3-hour long video. But, I mean, it's just the feelings you get for Kenyon as you grow through the book and figure out what he went through in his past. You just start to love this guy, but then you start to hate him, and it's like, oh, Kenyon, you need to trust this girl. But of course, he's not gonna do it. And then you're looking at Kiara, stop being a bitch. Let him get over you. And I really just, it's a good book. But then Kiara's going through some shit. She's trying to get over her past, and Kenyon thinks that every time he tells her something extremely shocking, that she's hating him because she's trying to sift through her emotions. because he's like, yeah, like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I killed my adopted father. And she's just like, what? And like, she's freaking out. And he's just like, see, I told you you can't handle my past. And she's like, dude, no, like, you tell me things and expect me to have an immediate reaction. And I'm just like, I need a moment to figure out what the hell is going on. And he's like, well, I don't know about that. But it's really funny because when he tells her that he is the most wanted man in the entire universe, he's just like, and she's like, well, she's never heard anything about this guy other than that he's like this brutal, horrible killer. And she's just like, but you've done this and this and this. And he gets up pissed, like, she's not gonna accept me. Fuck it, I tried, whatever. And she's just sitting here, like, in shock at what he said. She's not even saying anything. She's just in shock. So she's trying to get over the shock, and it takes her about an hour to do this. Granted, when you read the book, you find out why. Like, he's quite the killer. And after about an hour, she goes and she tries to find him, and she's like, look, dude, I need, like, when you tell me things, you gotta give me a minute to understand them. I'm not, like, letting you go. I'm just, like, give me a minute. Give me a hot minute so I can understand what the fuck is going on. Because she's not gonna deny him. She's just getting over the shock of what he said. And their relationship, the way they grow, and then they fall apart, and then they grow again, it's absolutely beautiful. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And her father does not approve of this man, like, at all. Her father's just like, kill him. I want him dead. I never want to see him again. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, really, Dad? Fuck you. You're the one who hired this man to save your daughter. So. But that's really, again, it was a really good book. Like I said, I've yet to read a book of hers that I didn't like. I think the first time I read it, it took me 3 hours. After that, you know, the book always takes longer to read after the first time because you've already read it and you know what's going to happen. But I still, I still love to read her books, and it's great and amazing, and I always reread her books. And she has a new League book coming out. That's why I'm rereading this series, as this is her League series. And I always reread this series before the new book comes out, and the new book comes out in November. So, I have gotta put my glasses on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books in that series. I have 1 down, and I have 7 to go. It's better than the Dark Hunter series. You gotta start like that one like 6 months in advance because there's like 28 books in that series and it just takes forever. But the next book I'm gonna read is called Born of Fire, and it's not my favorite one in the series, but it is a good one to read. It's Shahara and Sin's book. And it actually takes place during the time frame of this one. So it's actually really cool. But, again, that's my book review on Born of Night. Again, highly recommended. It's a really good book. It's like 500 pages. 535 pages. It's really good. Really fun to read. It's a romance novel, though, so there is sex involved. But if you didn't like my book review, let me know in the comments. If you liked it, let me know what you liked about it. Again, highly recommended book. It's so good. And if you don't like the book, tell me what you didn't like about the book. Because I know some people who read her sci-fi series don't like her fantasy series, and people who read her fantasy series don't like her sci-fi series. I just happen to like them all. So just let me know what you guys did and didn't like, and I'm always willing to listen. So thanks, guys.